Hello, and welcome to Empire Theater's YouTube channel. I am your host DaffoDillian. Recently we have gotten many promotions. We have a new wave of interns. A week ago, Kai resigned as owner of Empire Theater and handed it over to Livy. Kate was promoted from VP to President. Sarah was promoted from Head of Operations to Vice President. Because of all the recent events, I decided to sit down with these promoted individuals and ask them some questions. Some about how they feel from the promotion and some about if they have any plans. We'll start off with Fedora. Livy, the new owner of Empire Theater. How were you told you would become the owner of Empire Theater? I was told a couple minutes before he released the document explaining the whole situation. We were already on a voice call for the awards, so he brought that up after deciding our next who's. How do you feel when you became the owner? I was kind of in shock at first. I've been in this group for nearly 6 years and never really thought that me being an owner was a possibility. But I was also very grateful that Kai trusted in me enough to take on this role. How do you feel about Kai leaving Roblox? Again, I've been here for nearly 6 years. The only constant in this group for the last 6 years has been Kai. If you ignore the few months Wizzy was the owner. So, it's sad to see him go. But I'm happy that he's moving on to deal with his career and aspirations, and I do wish him the best for his future. Since you have a lot of power now, have any really big plans coming up? I wouldn't say there's a lot more than what I had as president. But yes, I do have some plans for the future. Expect some possible changes in terms of ranks, trainings, and advertisement activity. Are you planning on changing some random stuff up to your standards? I'm working with management on how we deal with other HRs and staff in hopes of becoming more approachable and less scary in the eyes of our hours. Ultimately, we're here to help, and I don't want our staff to feel too intimidated to ask for help when they need it. Will any major differences come to Empire Theater? This ties back into the last two questions. I'm planning on adding a new rank, expanding, improving the management team, updating our training system, and working on plans for the eventual release of V11. There's a lot more that goes into all of that, but hopefully you guys will see when we get there. I'm excited, and I hope you all are too. She answered greatly. Now on to Sarah, the new vice president of Empire Theater. You told in DMs you would be promoted to VP or from the public announcement? Public announcement. I was in the VC with management at the time and sat shocked for a moment. Since you have much more power than before, do you have any plans or big changes? I would say we have a lot planned. I am looking to take a bigger part in future events. However, I can't be saying much. How do you feel about the new wave of interns? Do you think the majority will do well or bad? Due to previous experiences, I do have hopes for some of the interns. We do usually lose a good chunk of them quickly, however I do have high hopes as usual. Feel different from when you were head of operations? More powerful? Hee. I do feel different now I am VP. It's more responsibilities which I do take upon myself to do. I also help out with whose decisions and any management-related work. Do you and other management team have ideas on how to make Empire more active and alive? We do have some ideas, however I can't say just yet. Do you enjoy being vice president more or less than being head of operations? As who I tried to do my best constantly, however I do enjoy VP more, obviously to annoy Kyle, but also as I can be more used in terms of important decisions. It was amazing hearing from the new management team promotions. Now we will move on to 5 randomly chosen new interns. How long have you been hoping to become an intern? I've wanted to be an intern probably since a few days after I started. I haven't been hoping at all. When I saw the applications on Discord, I thought to myself, should I apply? And I did. Now I am here. I've been hoping to become an intern for a year or two. I haven't had the chance until now. I've been hoping to be an intern for around a year. Before that I wasn't very active in Empire and I didn't really have any interest or friends in the group. I've wanted to be intern for a long time. I've been at Empire for 1 year already. No. Do you believe you'll do well enough to be promoted to executive in the future? Yes, I do think I will eventually be promoted. I've been having an easy time following all my requirements and I really enjoy. Believe that I would be working hard in the future, but not necessarily promoted to executive. Yes, I believe I will do well enough to be promoted to executive in the future. It may take some time, but I definitely think I can get there. I don't want to sound cocky, but of course I will because I'm super cool. I feel like if my normal life doesn't apply to Empire, I might get promoted if I try my hardest. Has it been a little hard starting off as an intern? It had been a little difficult, but now that I'm getting the hang of all the commands and stuff, it's getting easier. It has been hard in the start. I have gotten used to everything. Even though it was hard, I got used to it. It's been a little bit difficult figuring out how things work, but overall it hasn't been too hard. Yes, I was a bit nervous of messing up, but once I started to learn things, I got the hang of it and now it's easier. Starting off I didn't know everything, so I ran into lots of mistakes, but I'm getting the hang of it overall. Who is your favorite HR in the entire team? That's a tough question, but probably Anarchy or Livy. They're just so, how do I say this, professional. But they are also really fun to talk to and they know how to take a joke. I don't really have a favorite member of the high-rank team. I have been treated very well by the HR team, but I still don't have a favorite. My favorite HR is Daffo because she helped me find my amazing wife. I guess for the new interns, Jaden and Denise. Then for the grandpa executives, Sam, even though he smells really bad, bullies me, and uses me as a chair. My favorite HR member is probably Dev and Daffo. They have been with me from the start. What is the weirdest thing that has happened to you so far as an HR? The weirdest thing so far? I haven't had too many bad, weird situations so far, but if I had to choose, then probably that time an actor asked me to kick the whole server so he could play around with commands. I don't know if he seriously expected me to do that or what. Well, I have seen some weird things while working here at Empire. But while I was HR, I have seen in the Discord chats that it could get really weird. The weirdest thing that has happened to me while I've been an hour was when I was followed around the theater for 45 plus minutes. Some private messages have been questionable and concerning. The weirdest thing I could say is someone making a booth full of random memes. I had to delete it after because people weren't doing their job. You enjoy being intern more or less than being a lower rank? Being an intern is a lot more fun than being an LR. Though it has its downsides. Being intern or any HR role basically makes people fear you low-key, but then they stay in line and don't act up. I like being both ranks. I mean, being an intern is fun and all, but being a low rank is still fun. I enjoy being an HR more than being an LR because I feel that I have more to do now that I am an intern. I enjoy being both, but intern is more fun since you have more commands and have more power and responsibility, which I didn't have. I love being an hour. I know that I can be a good leader, so this job really shows it. Even when I goof a little, but I still do my job correctly. Thanks for coming. Those interns had some awesome answers. Nice to hear their point of view on their new rank. Thank you for watching this promotion interview with myself, DaffoDillian. Make sure to return again to the next video. Goodbye.